Hey guys, it's Meridy here, and I have the instructions for the Jack-o'-lantern mini page kit for this month. And since this is a mini page kit at a deep discount, there's not printed instructions in this, but I'm going to tell you all the dimensions and everything right here on this video. And yeah, okay. So first I'm going to tell you what's in your kit. You're going to get one little bag of finishing touch pearls that coordinate with the kit. You're going to get a sticker sheet from Echo Park Trick or Treat line. You're going to get the following papers. Simple Vintage October 31st. It's called Pumpkin Fest. Simple Vintage October 31st. This one's called Pumpkin Carving and Hocus Pocus. Simple Vintage October 31st, and this one's 4x6 elements. And then Hocus Pocus line by Cartabella, and this paper is called Spinning Webs. And then one sheet of white cardstock. So we are going to go ahead and start cutting right away. Oh, on my video, I'm going to use these to represent my photos, and I've got 2 4x6 photos and 3 3x4 photos, and I've trimmed each photo down 1/4 inch off of 2 sides. So these 4x6 photos are now 3 3/4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. And these 3x4 photos are now 3 3/4 inches by 2 3/4 inches. It just makes it a lot easier when we go to mat the photos. So first we're gonna mat all these photos on white paper. So you've got your sheet of white paper here, and you're gonna cut photo mats. And since we trimmed the photos, these photo mats are very easy to cut. I'm just gonna cut 4x6 pieces of paper. So these 2 4x6s are for the larger photos, and then I'm going to cut another strip of 4x6 paper. So that was 4 inches, and then I'm going to cut it in 3-inch sections because we have 3 photos that are 3 inch by 4 inch. So you've got a little extra white paper here that you can use if you have more photos to mat. And we'll go ahead and mat the photos, and then let's work on the left side of this layout first. Or actually, these layouts kind of don't make a double page. I mean, they could because they match, but they're kind of just 2 12x12 single page layouts. But of course you can put them together in your album because it's the same supplies and they coordinate with each other. So we will work on one first and then the other. Okay. I'm going to put these 2 pictures off to the side. We'll work on this page next. We'll focus on the page with 3 photos first. And the first thing that we're going to do is cut off some of these that we want to use. So I'll go ahead and cut the branding strip. And I'm going to cut off the 3 on the right-hand side. The Creep in It Reel, and the Spiders, and the 'Tis the Season to Be Spooky. I kind of need to trim this a little because I got the next card. It wasn't in my trimmer straight. And then, okay. Creep in It Reel, we're going to use on the other page. So we'll put that off to the side. Oh, this is going to be the background of our layout, this Spiderwebs paper. So again, we'll cut the branding strip off of this. Okay. Okay. Next, we're going to take this star paper because I want to gut it and use it as a mat for the second layout. So I don't want to cut it apart to use for this layout until I gut it first. So I'm going to gut this paper with 1-inch borders on all 4 sides. So to do that, you're just not cutting to the end. You're just cutting a square right out of the middle of this paper. And each side is 1 inch approximately. It doesn't have to be very precise, the measuring of that. Okay, we'll set this off to the side because it's part of the second layout. So now we've got this square that's 10 inches by 10 inches. going to move some of other things off to the side. I'm gonna move this gray paper. It's going on the second page as well. I'm just gonna get some stuff off of here so it's a little easier to see. Okay, and I'm actually gonna move the sticker sheet for now. Now we can just focus on this. So we've got our 3 pictures, our little 4x6 journaling cards, and our paper that is the background of the layout. Okay, I want you to flip this paper over so you've got the pumpkins going right side up. And go ahead and cut 3 inches off the top and 3 inches off the bottom. And it does, well, I guess it doesn't matter the top and the bottom. Just cut 3 inches off of 2 3-inch strips off of this. 2 3-inch strips. But this is where it's gonna matter what you do. So take 1 strip and turn it upside down. So your pumpkins are upside down. And then tear facing, hold on, I have to make sure I'm doing this right. Tear this way. Okay, so you've got, I might have told you something that made it way more difficult than it needed to be. Just tear this one towards you. Okay, so the white core is showing on the pumpkins that are going right side up. And then on this second strip, tear the other way. So the white core is showing on the pumpkins at the bottom. I hope that makes sense. So these 2 pieces went together and these 2 pieces went together. So on this piece, the white core is showing on the pumpkins that are facing at the top. And on this piece, the white core is showing at the bottom. Okay? The one at the bottom and this matching piece are gonna go on the other layout, so we can move those. This one, where the white core is showing at the top of the pumpkins, goes on this layout, and this one goes on the bottom. Okay, next, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this, 'tis the season. We are going to, 'tis the season to be spooky. We're going to place it all the way at the edge of your paper. Okay, the 3 photos are gonna overlap just like this. And then this one is gonna stick out at the bottom. Okay. And then we can go ahead and adhere the photos, but I want you to not put adhesive all the way to the top or all the way to the bottom of the photos, because we are going to wedge this paper underneath them, but I just want to get them into place so they're not moving around. And you could kind of stagger your pictures, make one higher and one lower, or 2 higher and 1 lower. Okay, and then we're gonna take this paper that we've done, put adhesive on it, and we're just gonna wedge it right underneath the pictures. This is why we didn't tape to the back. Or why we didn't tape to the top, I mean. Okay, and it's okay that it's hanging off the edge, don't worry about that. And then this paper, we're gonna take this and make the tearing show at the bottom. And make that stick there. And again, we're not worried about what's hanging off. We're gonna go ahead and trim. Okay. We're gonna take the piece right here and do the same thing to this side. So we just need a little bit of adhesive on there. You know, so it looks like it's going across the whole page, because remember, we didn't have a 12-inch long strip of this paper because we gutted that paper. So we're just making it look like it's going across the whole page, even though it's really not. Okay, and then we're gonna come in and we're gonna tear. And you don't wanna tear longer than your scrap. Okay, so I'm just gonna tear. So the white core is facing up towards me. I'm just gonna take a little chunk out of this. Okay, and then at the bottom down here, I'm gonna take no longer than this one. I'm gonna take a little tiny white chunk, or a little tiny chunk with the white core showing from down here. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is flip this upside down, put adhesive on it, and use the longer piece up there. And the shorter piece down here. Now guys, if for some reason you tore it too long or it didn't work, you have a whole nother piece of this paper that you can use. So don't worry if you tore or your pieces aren't fitting, just use some of this. Okay, so we've got the tears in there. And now the last thing left is adding stickers. So I did this Something Wicked This Way Comes sticker under there. Eat, drink, and be spooky. I put up here and I put it on foam tape. This is just a super simple layout with super simple embellishments. And it's our mini kit that, you know, is a great price point, just kind of for fun. We love offering it like a little special at release day. Usually this kit sells out pretty much on release day. So it's just like a little goodie that we offer people shopping on release day. This one will go right here. Okay, I liked this little skeleton guy. So I'm gonna put him there, but I'm gonna give him a little bit of foam tape so he's also elevated, since the sticker is also popped up. You'll see what I mean. Since he overlaps the sticker, he needs to be popped up too. Okay, then I'm putting this word October down there. And then I'm gonna do another little cluster of stickers down here, the haunted house, and this little ghost, and I'm gonna pop him up on foam tape. If I can get him. And of course, there are so many stickers on this sticker sheet that you don't have to use the exact same ones that I'm using. There are plenty of options depending on what's on your photos. And then we're gonna do a pumpkin. I try to make little clusters using these stickers and cluster a few things together because I think it just looks nicer than just putting just one little lonely sticker floating there. So I cluster a bunch together when I'm designing these. And then Too Cute to Spook. I like this sticker. I didn't care for the little girl dressed like a cat, but just because it didn't match my pictures, not because I don't care about the sticker. So I'll put that half back and I'll stick this underneath here. Okay, the last thing that I have to do is put on some of these little flat pearls. I'm gonna put 3 up here, 3 right here, and 3 over here. And you'll be able to see those on the still shots at the end of this video. I'm not gonna do it on video right now because it takes quite a while. And now let's work on the next page. So we're gonna start out the second page with this paper that we've gutted. And we're going to use the gray paper as our background. Gonna go ahead and cut about 3/4 of an inch off the top and 3/4 of an inch off of one side. So that way, this will mat nicely right on that paper. And we'll go ahead and mat this. Okay, and then the way that we're gonna lay this out is you've already got your 2 strips here of torn paper, okay, and you've already got 2 pictures matted. Oh, I forgot to say, I inked the edges of these pictures with this Cracking Campfire is the name of this one. let's see here, to make these pop just a little. I actually inked the edges of the last layout mattes too in the same color, and I forgot to tell you that on the video. I'm sorry. Okay, that was quick and easy. Now, we know that this is going to be kind of laid down like this, and I just wanted to add a little bit of creepiness to my layout and distressed look, but really simple. So I'm taking my black soot ink pad, and you can take any black ink pad and do this. And I'm starting in the middle, and I'm just kind of going like this and lifting off at the edge. The only part of this that's actually going to show are these very far edges. Like this middle part isn't even going to show. So you might need to do this once. Same with up here. The only part that's going to show is a little bit right here. So you might want to do this once and then layer things down. See how it looks, and if you need more black, you might want to go in and do more black, but I do not need more black. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere these two strips to each other evenly. Then I'm going to adhere them to the bottom. This layout comes together so fast, guys. I'm going to adhere my two pictures. And what I want to do when I adhere the pictures is I want one picture a little higher than the other. So one picture is going to be up here underneath the it, and the next picture is going to let the real show. But we've just got to make sure that it's all in the right spot. So I'm going to do it about right like this. Okay, then this guy, tear up towards you so the white core is showing. Okay, because we want to bring that torn look up at the top again. Okay, we'll adhere this down right here. And you see how the it and the real are just like perfectly lined up with the staggering there. And then this piece that you tore off, you're gonna stick in upside down, just like that. I'm all about using up scraps. Okay, just adds a little up there. Okay, and now we are going to add embellishments. And we're gonna get the sticker sheet out. And I added the banner that says Happy Halloween right here. I made it look like it's kind of hanging off the pictures. I popped, let's see. I started with this little orange half circle and stuck it out right there. And this little pinking sheared circle right there. My pictures had to do with jack-o'-lanterns, so I put that little jack-o'-lanterns sign right there, but there's other spooky and Halloween that you can also use. I put this little thing that says have a spooktacular night right in there. Okay, this little pumpkin guy right there. And then this witch's hat I popped up on foam tape. And I put it looking like it's kind of sitting on top of the words. You know, I should have probably put that down before I put this little pumpkin down, because I buried him right now. There, now you can see him better. Oh, he's crooked. Okay, so that's that little area. And then down here, I put Halloween. I put Spooktacular, and I popped him up on foam tape. Not gonna adhere that down quite yet. It's going to go right here, so I'm gonna leave the foam tape not sticky showing. Then I took the October 31st, and it's gonna wedge in right there. See why I needed the Spooktacular just for the placement there. and this ghost and this pumpkin. And I'm gonna put the ghost on the bottom and the pumpkin overlapping the 31 and the ghost. And now I can go ahead and adhere this spooktacular, right? Because now those are in the right spot. Okay, and the only other thing left on this layout is adding some of these pearls. And I added 3 over here, 3 right here, and 3 down here. And I stamped my date at the bottom. And that's it for this layout. It's super simple too, but cute. And then, so like I was saying, you can put them as single page layouts, like in completely different albums, completely different years, or you can put them together to make a double page spread just like that, and they match perfectly since it's all the same supplies. So thanks guys, there'll be still pictures at the end of this, and we would love to see if you use this kit to make this layout or another layout on our Facebook group, Not Just for Boys Kit Club community group. And you can post pictures and share pictures and see everyone else's pictures for more inspiration. Have a happy Halloween. Bye.